Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to everybody. It's time again for Cub Chat Live, and it's time again for the Double A Show. I'm Aaron. I'm with my good friend Audrey. How are you doing, Audrey?
I'm doing great, Aaron. Thanks. I love that
Absolutely.
double A.
Absolutely. Aaron and Audrey are here today to talk about the Summertime Pack Award, which is an award that maybe some of you folks are familiar with. Maybe you're not. We're going to talk with Audrey about, first of all, what is the Summertime Pack Award, how you can earn it. It's pretty simple. Spoiler alert, it's pretty easy. You don't have to do that much. And there are a lot of advantages to
Mhm.
participating in summertime activities. But Audrey, to start us off, and first of all, I'm sorry, as we get started, hey, Rusty, thank you for tuning in. Rob, thank God it's Friday. I agree. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions about your Summertime Pack Award, and also I would say for viewers to share your summertime activities. What do you guys do as a Cub Scout pack during the summer? Wendy, Rusty, Rob, everybody else who's watching today, let us know what your pack is doing to stay active this summer. But Audrey, to get us started, give us an overall idea. What is the National Summertime Pack Award?
Well, excellent. Thanks for that lead in. And as you saw in the fun graphic, it's all about, being outside in the sun and just connecting with each other. The program year has, kind of ended as far as formal advancement. Now's a great time to have fun and invite new families to come and just play together, really. So that is kind of what it's all about, is maintaining connection over the summer or the school holidays. So it's an award that is typically in the summer, in the months of June, July, and August. It's for packs that participate in an event for their whole pack during that time. And we'll get into some of the details if you don't have a traditional school year like that.
Yeah, one of the things that I liked about the Summertime Pack Award back in when I was a Cub Master back in the day, Audrey, when I first heard about it, it stressed me out a little bit. But once I looked into it, I realized it's really pretty simple to earn, and there's a good chance that you can earn it based on what you're already doing. Before we get into that specifically, though, Audrey, who specifically can earn the award?
Well, it's kind of a multifaceted award. So actually, there's three different levels that you can earn it. For being a pack, you get and doing this, which is where it has to start,
Mm-hmm.
is that you get like a streamer, a long streamer banner for your pack flag. There it is at the bottom there. And if you are a den and you participate, 50% of your den participates, your den gets this ribbon also, which you can put on your den flag or just display at different outings. And if you are a scout, you can also earn a pin. It's color coded based on your den if you participated in each of the events. So it's multifaceted and on this award.
Yeah, like a lot of the Cub Scout program, there are different ways, there are different options to earn it depending
Mhm.
on what your pack is doing. I want to real quick, sometimes we get a question, Audrey, that's not exactly related to our show, but it's still a really
Mhm.
good question. So I want to real quick address a question from Kath. Kath says they have a 10-year-old son in Minnesota and want to know how to sign up for scouting. So I just want to take the moment real quick to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
Kath, open up a new tab in your browser. Don't leave our video because you're going to want to see the rest of this. Open up a new tab and go to Be a Scout, one word, beascout.org. I wonder if one of our viewers could post that link in the comments. Rob, if you're watching, beascout.org, Kath, you can enter your zip code. It will find you. I'm sure there are packs near you. We've got a lot of folks in the comments sharing ideas. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for Scouting Mag. All of our channels are sharing that link. Good job, everybody. Appreciate that. Rob says his pack, this is a good summertime activity. They go ice skating during the summer. Very, very cool. That's something,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's
that's very,
cool.
especially down here in Texas, nice and
Literally
hot.
cool.
Yes, exactly. What a great escape from the heat. That's a good idea.
That is a
Definitely
good
for
idea.
I think really anybody could do that, but definitely if you're somewhere where it's super hot in the summer, like it is down here in Texas. Rob,
Mhm.
Rusty says they participate in parades. They go to Cub Scout day camp. They go to Cub Scout resident camp. All of
Mhm.
these are excellent summertime activities.
Mhm.
Appreciate that very, very much. Okay, so we've talked about what the Summertime Pack Award is in general. We've talked about who can earn it. Audrey, let's drill down into the specifics
Oh,
about
I
what
like
you have
Patrick's
to
too.
do.
A fishing derby and a model rocket.
There you
That sounds
go. Yeah, great idea.
yeah,
Fishing derby and a model rocket launch. Wendy says they do a pack height each month. That's very cool,
perfect.
Wendy. Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Good to hear about that. Boy, we got a lot of folks weighing in with comments and ideas about what they do during the summer. Very, very cool. Okay, let's talk about what you have to do to earn the PAC award. A lot of folks in the comments have just weighed in, but let's hear it from Audrey. What do you have to do to earn PAC?
Right. And so we're doing this broadcast just because we got a lot of questions on social media. So we thought we'd clear some of them up. If you are a PAC, which is where it started, it's kind of the Summertime PAC Award, is that you need to have 3 events as a PAC in the summer. And typically that's June, July, and August. But if you're a year-round school, you just choose 3 events during school breaks. You know, if you have 3 different school holidays. I know I just came back from San Diego and they're on year-round school down there. And so they just have a 6-week break right now, and then they have another one. And, you know, so you just choose 3 times. So the idea is just to stay connected in scouting and to do something as a group that's really fun. And there's a worksheet on this on how to figure out, you know, whether you've qualified or not. And as a PAC, there's the idea. So again, if you're a year-round school, or like here I'm in the Pacific Northwest in the Seattle area, and our schools just got out like last week. So it would be difficult to get a June one in. You still could have, but you just make it work. Have 3 different activities spaced apart during the school holidays, and you can qualify for this. The other thing is, if you're a den, you have to have at least 50% of your members attending. And sorry, we all
Don't
have.
They know you have a line right now, Audrey?
I forgot to hide the phone in the closet.
Audrey's very busy.
Apologize
She's got a
for
lot
that.
of important people calling her. It's okay.
I guess I'm in summer mode too. I forgot all my protocols to make sure this is
okay.
quiet.
It's all right.
Anyway, 50% of the members need to attend for each den in order to get this for each of the events. And as a scout, you have to participate in all 3 things. So it just depends on your level, what you can do. And then you fill out, the committee chair signs it. It fills out the PAC. Master fills out the form, and you send it in to your council, and you can get those award items.
Awesome. Just so everybody knows, our good friend Gina is running the behind the scenes show today. So Gina, you're doing a great job. I'm going to put you on the spot here. If you could throw up that application one more time real quick, you guys will notice the application again, like a lot of things in scouting. There you go. Look, what a good job Gina's doing, everybody. Am I right?
Yes, she is. She's doing excellent. We really appreciate it. Again, everybody's on vacations and this and that. So we're all making this work.
Exactly right. It's part of summer, right? Behind the scenes, Brian is on vacation right now. But you guys will see, as Audrey pointed out, the application kind of walks you through the process. You know, if you can fill out the application, then there's a good chance that you are doing what you need to do to earn the award. Mm-hmm. I would point out, as Audrey said, it says June, July, and August. If your calendar year is a little bit different, I think you just scratch that out, right? If your school runs through, right?
I mean, the concept is 3 events that are spaced out so that you stay connected during a period when you're not in your normal school type program. So you can, you know, figure out what that means to your area and your time. So it, you know, in past, traditionally it is June, July, and August, but as we talked about before, you can make that work. As long as the idea is to gather, be connected, have that sense of community, because that is, you know, we've talked about our data all the time. We talk about our data, but that is what the families are really desiring, is a sense of connection and community and a sense of participation and fun. And these are the kind of things that make that the difference between other programs that are maybe more academic, is the fact that we get out there and we have fun and we stay connected. And so there's a myriad of ways you can do that, but we highly encourage that you lead with fun and the connection, and the rest kind of can follow. It can be super simple, or it can be more complex than some of the ideas. Other people already have a system going, and and good for them, but you can be very simple.
And we're going to kind of get into the nuts and bolts here pretty quick about different ideas, different activities specifically you can do during the summer. I'm seeing a lot of comments, and a lot of them seem to be water-based or aquatics-based. Rob says their district does a water rocket launch day each July. And you can't go wrong with anything water-based. I agree with that. We do have a question. Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. Belinda says they're, speaking of water, they're having a rain gutter regatta. It's actually tomorrow. Wow, very cool,
Oh,
Belinda. Good
fun.
luck. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get their July event done. Yeah, July 8th. That's great. Good job, Belinda. Rain gutter regatta, very, very fun. Any kind of, you really can't go wrong with any kind of water-based event. We do have a question. I want to thank you, TJ, for watching. Appreciate that. Katie asks, what do you recommend for Webelos going into their second year who earned the Webelos summertime pin last summer? So I think what she's asking is, they did an event last summer. Do you have any recommendations for a second summer? I would say there's nothing necessarily wrong with doing the same type of theme again. Audrey, do you have any suggestions for Katie?
I don't on that one. And that is there. We get some of these questions because there's points of confusion. And I just want to let you know that there's exciting things coming in the future, that this is our last year to be doing this award in the summer, that there are changes coming next year that will clarify, simplify, and make it a lot more fun so that we don't have as much confusion around a lot of these things. So there is not, just saying that, there is not an additional pin because the Webelos, you're right, it would be a 2-year program. Right. You can award the pin again, or you can come up with something creative that just your group does. The idea is immediate recognition for doing a good thing, being out there, having fun, connecting with their peers, and developing that, maybe that teamwork or whatever the life skills are that you're working on. And excuse me, to encourage families to invite other families to come to these fun things. This is a perfect time to invite things. So we definitely do not want to exclude Webelos, the second year program, but you're right. There is only one Webelos pin.
Audrey and I were talking before we went live here, and I think there is a lot of value. So summers can be tricky. People are on vacation. People have crazy schedules, right? We all know summers can be a tricky time. I think there's value, and I think Audrey agrees that when you conduct an activity, even if half your families can't make it, there is value in simply inviting them, just simply reaching out to them, staying in touch, letting them know that you're still around, the pack still exists, not letting them drift away from the scouting program over the summer. I think there's value in just simply inviting them. And even if they say, oh, I'm sorry, we can't make it, we're on vacation, we're going to grandma's house, whatever it is, mission accomplished in some senses. You've at least connected with them,
right?
Once or twice.
You provided the opportunity for your community, a sense of community. And so, no, absolutely. We all understand vacations. This is a challenge to get these done. That's why it's 50%, not 100%, right? The people who designed this award originally. So it's just to encourage people to actually get out there and do scouting in the summer, whatever that looks like for your area. And I would highly encourage you to tie that into inviting new families and maybe families who have fallen away to come back and just do fun activities, because some of our research has shown that we did a talk on inviting, not just recruiting, but that they need a couple invites, right? It's not just one. So you invite them to a couple summer events, and then they may be able to join in September, where they've started to feel welcome. They've tested this out in if there's no advancement, it's just fun kind of environment. They really like it. And then they join in September. So this is the perfect opportunity to tie those two things together. The idea of providing a sense of community and fun and place for them to belong in a non-committal type situation. Just come have fun with us. And then maybe by September, they are ready to join. So highly encourage that as additional thought process.
Yeah, and I love that idea. We've used different words for that in the past, that type of recruiting that's not just a school night for scouting or the traditional whatever we call that, right, when school starts in, right? Just simply inviting friends, people who have kids, families, to come with you when you go swimming, when you go hiking, whatever you're doing, service project, just inviting them to come along. And you don't even really
and families are looking for things to do. They've got kids out of school and they want to do something fun and creative.
Exactly.
So if that's already planned for them, that's a huge bonus.
And I would say you don't even have to worry about doing a hard sell. You don't have to constantly
Oh, no,
try to
this
get
is
them to
just
join. You just
join us
invite them
for
to come
fun.
along, make
Yeah.
sure they feel welcome, make sure their kids feel welcome. If their kids don't know the other kids, make sure they're included, make sure they're part of the activity. Don't even worry about, in my opinion, are you going to join the pack? When are you going to sign
No,
up? Just
no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
right.
Actually, I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't, tell them about the joining fee and the popcorn and
Yes. You
I
don't
would
need to
not
start
do that.
talking about
I would
Philmont
just
Scout Ranch. You don't need to
come,
start telling.
enjoy us, have fun, and this is a place you can belong. And
Yes.
then formally invite them to your recruiting events in end of August, September, whenever your pack does those.
Exactly. Yes. If you enjoy your kid having fun with other kids, you might also enjoy these other things that
I mean, just think about yourself. Do you want a hard sell when you're going somewhere? No, you don't. You want to just test it out, see how it is. Do I like these people? Do I enjoy what they're providing with this character driven program that's all about fun and connecting and building citizenship? Is that something I want to join? Yes, it is. And I like these people. So let's go test it out a couple times. And then if I really like them, then I sign on the dotted line. So this award is a perfect motivation to get out there and do those kinds of things.
And I, again, based on my former experience as a Cub Master, some families I found came to me and asked me about requirements and adventures, and that's great. Some of them didn't. Some of them just want to hang out, and that's fine too. No reason to pressure anybody in the middle of July or August, right? Just have fun.
Just have fun.
We're getting a
obviously if they have questions, answer questions.
Yes.
But we're leading with fun. This is a fun thing to just come join us.
It's a great way just to get to know prospective families. Again, we've talked a lot in shows about the importance of creating an open and welcoming environment. Inviting them to a summertime activity like this is a huge
And if you're going to invite them, don't let them stay on the edges. Absolutely. Somebody needs to be, assigned.
Make sure they're included.
Whatever to make sure they have a great experience and are included. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great point, Aaron.
Yep. We've got a lot of folks with a lot of comments. April says they participate in their June pack camp out, and she's got the little sweaty face emoji. It probably is kind of warm, April. She says they also do a monthly hike, a water bottle rocket launch, rain gutter regatta, pack Olympics. That sounds like fun. Pack 13 from Plainfield. Pack 13 from Plainfield knows what they're doing, April. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Love to see that.
Yes, exactly. Let's see if I can get a few more in here. Jay says they do a fishing derby, a splash park, family day at the zoo. That's very, very good idea.
Oh, nice.
This is Pack 4366 from Lee Summit. I think Pack 4366 also knows what they're doing. Family day at the zoo is a great idea. Robert from Pack 3 in Salem says they have activities. They have optional service. We haven't even talked about service projects yet. You can do that. They're going to a museum. They're cleaning up a local park. Man, Pack 3's got it going on too. These packs are really rolling. Yeah. I love it. Patrick says when their pack does a rocket launch, some families are traveling. They launch the rocket for them. So they have a rocket. They launch it for them. They record it. They send them a video. Boy, wow, that's brilliant, Patrick. What a great way to keep
that connection, to keep that, like if we're not able there, but they're thinking about us. That's fantastic.
Yes,
great job.
It's exactly right. Let's go through these real quick now. Rob says they had a kite derby at their local park as one of their summertime activities and invited the whole neighborhood.
I know what a kite derby is.
Rob, tell us what a kite derby is. I wonder if that's a competition or just a maybe Rob, he's pretty smart. He uses fancy language sometimes, so it may just be a kite flying event. One thing, Audrey, that we've kind of hinted at, and maybe we should just discuss it real quick explicitly, is that you don't necessarily have to focus on advancement during these summertime events. It's not necessarily about achievements and medals and pins, belt loops, if you will.
Right.
It's about having fun.
I'm not going to say you can't.
Right.
But this is a time to break loose from the constraints. Do it as a pack event. Give those den leaders a break because the den leaders have been working hard all year. Have it be a pack event. I mean, obviously, den leaders will be involved, but advancement means den leaders are planning and having to do things. So just have fun. I mean, just go out and have fun. Do all the things that are maybe not in the program that you just enjoy doing. of course, we always follow the Guide to Safe Scouting. Make sure safety is number one that you're thinking about when you're planning these things, and the locations and all the safety checklists that are out there. And we've done numerous shows on that. That also has to be a priority. But try to, like a fishing derby, that's not in our program, materials. So go out there and do something like that, or popsicles in the park where you just bring your barbecue stuff. It doesn't have to be super exotic,
Yes.
complex. I guess
Yes,
complex is a better word.
Right.
So, it can be, and those people who have already got a train rolling along with know what they're doing. They've got some wonderful plans. So,
Right.
everyone just does it and flies a kite. That's perfect.
Rob has expounded on
zero
his kite
planning
derby.
there.
Yes, exactly.
Get the stuff out, the word out that it's happening. Everybody brings their own food and a kite, and you have a blast. So,
and I want to, Gina showed up on the screen, but I want to call out Jason's comment real quick. They have a swim party. That's a pretty simple, easy thing to do. One of our PAC's favorite summertime activities was one of the families had a swimming pool in their backyard, and they were nice enough to invite folks over for, a few hours in the afternoon to go swimming. All we had to do was supervise.
I'm going to refer to our show on safe swim defense and all that. There are definitely around water activities. There are definitely safe swim afloat and safe.
I was just going to say that our main job there was simply to supervise and make sure
the water situations have their own safety requirements. But absolutely, I mean, if you're in a public place that has lifeguards, and that is a lot easier. But I'm going to refer you to those two things. We're there. If you're just out there having a barbecue, fabulous. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. I want to mention something. A lot of folks in the comments have mentioned this, but I want to call it out specifically. If you guys scroll through the comments, you'll see that a lot of folks are mentioning for their summer activities, activities that are planned and executed by their district or by their council. That's a great source. Go to your Audrey, maybe talk about some of those type of things.
Yeah. So you can go with your commissioners. Maybe your commissioners can help put on an event. Your district commissioners, there should be, ideally a commissioner assigned to your unit. Maybe they're providing that as a service to give exactly those den leaders and other leaders a break over summer. So there's still fun activities that you can go to and call a PAC activity. Like as a PAC, this is on our schedule. We're going to go to the day camp or the fishing event or, whatever it is. And that's a great way to give your leaders a break, yet still have a really fun program that the scouts can take part in, the families can stay connected, and you can invite new people too. So that probably is a little late for right now if it isn't already happening, but maybe for next year, that would be a great idea, is to see, if your district commissioners could help put something on together for you.
Yep. Bernadette asks a question, Audrey, that I don't know if we're qualified to answer this, but I think it is worth mentioning. She asked about insurance. When you invite a friend to an event, do you need to be concerned about BSA insurance or whether they're covered?
I'm going to defer you to your council representatives, but I believe for my council, you are allowed to invite them to attend 1 to 2 meetings, and then they do need to join.
Yeah, that was always my impression.
I would defer you to your district council, because that could vary by whatever insurance they have.
Bernadette, so contact your local council for a firm answer on that. My experience was the same as Audrey's.
Have some sort of invitation point where they're allowed to come for 1 to 2 visits before they need to be.
And they don't want you to, if they're a guest who continues to visit throughout the year, that's not going to work. But
it's usually a limited set of times.
Exactly. You got to get them registered after a couple of visits. They can't just keep hanging on like that. But yes, good question. Right. Katie also has a good question. Okay to count Scout Camp as one of the summertime events. I think it's totally okay. Am I right, Audrey?
It is camp? If your whole PAC designates that as the PAC calendar, and that's what we're doing.
Gotcha. Yep. So if it's a PAC event, now that doesn't mean, of course, some folks aren't going to be able to attend, and that's okay. But I think Audrey is saying it needs to be an official PAC event.
And usually we think of day camps with that, that the day camps, because often, we're volunteering for those as well. And so, PAC leadership's there. And
Yep. Awesome. So we just mentioned council events, district events. Go to your council website. Talk to your council commissioner.
And if you're not familiar with that, your PAC is your local thing. Your district is a group of local people around you, and a council is usually a larger area. It could be a city, or it could be, in my area, it's kind of vast. So it just means there's different layers of people that can help you and different planning events that you can go to.
If you Google local council locator, that will take you, you can type in your zip code and that will take you to your local council's website where you can contact them. Another theme that I'm noticing in the comments, Audrey, is a lot of folks are mentioning museums, visiting museums. We did that with my Cub Scout pack. One advantage to the museums is the air conditioning, especially down here in Texas. We actually did an overnight at a museum. You can spend the night. That was really cool. And so I would encourage folks to contact your local museums and places like that. They might have special Cub Scouting programs or special discounted rates. Audrey,
I was going to say, sometimes you can get a group discount if you're coming in with a large enough group, you know, a 20 person group. Sometimes you can get discounts. So that might be a great option. We
had a really, really fun Cub Scout camp in at a museum where they got to sleep basically underneath dinosaur bones.
We have a submarine museum, retired museum across the water from us that a lot of scouts like to go to for that. So it can be varied, not just a like a static box type museum, but it's a submarine. You get to sleep on a submarine. So how cool is that?
Yes. That's a great idea. They're camping out somewhere kind of unique at a museum, at a submarine, something like that. Very, very, very cool. We have just a couple of more minutes with Audrey. I think we've hit all the major points, Audrey. And if anybody has any more ideas, you've got just a couple of minutes to post those in the comments.
And just, if you're talking about sleeping overs, you've got all the shows we've talked about. You have to get council approval for where you're going and have the appropriate number of leaderships and trained leadership and things like that. So those are all supplemental. So we're throwing out ideas, but not giving you necessarily all the tools to do those ideas and the safety considerations you'd have to look at for them. But showing up at a park is pretty simple. You can do that one.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah. The simple way to do it would be to just have people over at a park outdoors, hang out, fly kites, like Rob said.
I love that kite one. That was great.
Yeah. Right. For specific questions, contact your local council. Your local commissioner can answer those questions about, hey, we want to go camping here. Is that okay?
Right.
Let's see. We'll see. Wendy says, great info. Thank you, Wendy, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. April has a question. Can you please clarify DIN attendance? I guess she means DIN attendance for the summer event. Is there a minimum attendance that you have to have, Audrey?
Yeah, it says with average attendance of at least half their members at the 3 pack events.
So if you have 6 people in your
den, have less than half on one, but way more than half on another one, it would average out.
So that is the key there. Yeah, if you had two, if you have a 6-person den and you have 2 people at one event,
it's going to require you to do math on that one.
Yeah. Math is definitely not my strong suit, but that's a good question, April. Let's have
the worksheet has that spelled out. So,
so
if there's any questions, check that worksheet that's on Award Central. And you can click on those.
That's a pretty golden rule of scouting. If you follow the official worksheet, not a worksheet that someone else has made, the official scouting.org worksheet, Gina is going to post that link up for you one more time, and it's going to show the application. Fill out the application, and it will take you through exactly what you need to know. It'll make sure that you're doing everything you need to do. All that stuff is covered. Great discussion, Audrey. Any final thoughts before we let the folks go? Final thoughts on the summertime award?
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the last summer you can earn this award. So some people like to collect things, so this would be a great one. If you have missed June, figure out ways creatively to get a third one in there, kind of separate it apart so that you can participate. If you don't care about the 3-part, just go have fun. Just go have fun and connect with your families and invite new families to come and have fun with you. So don't let an award or lack of a month stop you from getting out and doing those things. The idea is to stay connected, have fun, and invite some new people.
I think that's a great point, Audrey. We just spent 30 minutes talking about an award. If you didn't do anything in June, we don't care. Just do something in July and do something in August. Fun. It's fine. Yeah. Yes, it's fine. Yes. As Audrey said, this is the last year this award will exist. There will be something new and exciting coming out next year. Stay tuned. You can bet darn tootin' sure we're going to talk about that on a future episode of Cub Chat Live. We hope that you all enjoyed the show today. We hope you all enjoying your summer. Audrey, great job today. As always, shout out to behind the scenes, Gina, for doing a great job as well.
You.
Audrey, enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thanks. You too. Have a great time.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.